So now we will discuss the chapter 6, the writing materials, tools, and equipment. The brief history of paper. The word paper comes from the ancient Egyptian writing material called papyrus. So ang word nga paper is nagikan siya sa Egypt na sa tungod sa writing material na yung tawag nila na papyrus, which was woven from papyrus plants. So ang papyrus plants is mauni siya ang ginagamit na writing materials, which is mga gini silang mga proseso para may muna siya kanang papel. Then below is a brief history of development of paper. So first is the writing surfaces of prehistoric man, included rocks, clay, and similar substances na makita sa atong palibot. Papyrus was then made by Egyptians by mashing reeds together into a flat sheet of pulp and drying them. So mauna na yung proseso sa paghimo og papyrus, which is na ang forma ni siya is triangle, ang punuan na niya triangle, tapos siya kanang i-slice siya sa isaw nanton makagamay, then ilang murag i-roll bitaw para ma-flat, then i-arrange siya tapos naay ka ng murag ng machine na magpang para ipuga bitaw ang katong ipuga nila para mauga, then anton ining kauga to mo dito na siya pwede na siya na suwatan. Tapos ang ink na ginagamit ini is kanang made of kanang gipino na kanang uling bitaw, tapos gisagulan og gamay tubig. In the 2nd century, Belgium was created as a writing surface made from the skins of goats and lambs. So Belgium is nag-create siya writing surface naggikan sa panit sa kanding og sa mga tupa. During the 1st century, the Chinese began making paper from inner bark or bamboo and hemp. So that the Arabs learned this when they conquered the Chinese. So ang Chinese is ang ilahabod is ang ilang ikuan is kanang sa mga bamboo or kawayan o mga abaka. Din ang mga Arabo is na-learn nila to tungod sa unang na pag ilang gisakop ang Chinese in 1751. In 1960, William Rittenhouse of Roxburgh, Philadelphia founded the first paper plant in America. So diri na si William Rittenhouse is si Janang mauna ni diri na ang first paper plant sa Amerika. Planta sa papel. Then types of paper. Paper making has become a scientific process using highly sophisticated equipment. Most paper today is made from wood pulp and may contain some cotton and many other different types of manufacture of for variety of uses as enumerated below. First is newsprint. The less expensive paper manufactured composed mostly of ground wood, causing it to discolor easily. High opacity is a result of the impurities of wood. So ang newsprint is usually mo ni siya ginagamit sa pag himo ka naman newspaper. Second is offset. Uncoated paper that usually contains colors and additives, bleeds, and size to resist water, more expensive than newsprint. Used for the publication of books, catalog sheets, close lead inserts, and tablet paper. Next is bond paper. Originally used to print stocks and bonds. Popular in the modern business office, the higher the rich content, the more expensive the paper. So bond paper mo ni siyang usually ginagamit sa karon na generation sa pag-print sa mga documents. Number 4, lightweight uncoated paper. Example is the onion skin, which comes in smooth or crackle finishes and snap-out forms, which are frequently made manifold papers made from wood fibers. Another example is Bible paper. Mo is lang mga ginagamit sa kanang mga Bible paper. Next is specialty paper. Includes carbon-based paper, which is coated on both sides to transfer data from one page to another. Contains special finishes that must come in contact with each other to transfer the writing or typing to the subsequent page. Ang pasabot ng specialty paper is mo siguro ng ginagamit na ng mga papel na butangan bitaw carbon para mo ang imong sinukat dili is makita nimo dili sa next page. Gum papers used primarily for labels or proof. So ang gum papers mo is ang makita sa kanang example is kanang nasa mga botilya kanang abi tay nakabutang diyan na kuan ang kuan dito sa procedure lang sa kuan nakapilit sa kanang botilya. Text paper, the most expensive uncoated paper because of its superior grade, comes in anti-volume or smooth finishes used for promotion pieces, announcement, invitations, greeting cards. So mo ni siya ang kuan expensive kanang baga ni siya ng mga kuan baga ni siya na paper. Coated paper goes through several layers of coating, some of which are dull coated to cut down the glare, used primarily in textbook publications. Bristol, used to make index card and tag paper, which is used for pulpwood restraint. Its most important features. So mo kipalit ako ng kuan pagbuhat sa mga index cards. Craft paper, coarse or unbleached heavy paper, noted for restraint, used for paper bags, package wrapping, and corrugated boxes. Next is tie weight, new kind of paper strengthened with plastic filaments, repels most ink, principally used in the manufacture of large mailing envelopes. And the last one is safety paper, designed to reveal alterations, used principally for checks. Dito sa kuan properties of paper. Number one is weight. Papers are weighed by the rim. Letterhead stationery is usually 25 pounds per rim. So ang kabugaton gibali. Second is strength. Paper is categorized by its strength. Strength is measured as tensile strength, or the amount of force parallel to the plane of the specimen required to produce failure, and the shear strength or internal tearing resistance. Tensile strength is used to determine the durability of paper. Bursting test and puncture tests are used to measure paper strength. Next is corrugation. Corrugated paper is used when tensile strength becomes an important factor. Cardboard boxes are made of paper that has corrugation on one side or pair, sandwiched between two sheets of heavy graph paper. Next is durability. Durability is used to ascertain the wearability of books, book covers, and edges. Newspaper has short durability, while high-quality papers are designed to last a very long time. Next is thickness. The thickness of paper can be measured with the calipers to determine if a substitution has been made in a sheet of papers. Then the last one is finish. Paper finishes included coated or uncoated, dull or shiny, smooth or rough, and glare-proof. They are added for brightness and opacity. So, we proceed the examination of paper. Invaluable information that can be obtained when paper is tested in the laboratory. These techniques can provide useful guidance in the investigation of crime. So, ang pag-examine sa isa na paper is iagin ni sa laboratory para may mag-provide of information or guidance sa pag-investigate. Then non-destructive test. A forensic document examiner can reveal one type of paper from another through simple and direct observation and measurement. So ang forensic document examiner ko is magkuhan siya mga another paper para makuhan iyang i-compare kung kuhan ma-detect niya diri ang kuhan mga kalahian by observing the color, shape, and size and thickness of the sheets. Then next is destructive test. Destructive test can be carried out if a small amount of the paper can be removed and used as a sample. Although documents should remain undamaged as much as possible, performing this test are necessary to gain importance. So, importante yun dire is kung dapat ang usa ka document is walay damage bitaw bisag gamay na lang yun na kanang murag mag-isip sila. Kay para kuan mo ay pinaka-importante once na mag-investigate sa usa ka documents. These writing instruments in early history range from chiseled marks in stone, stylus pressed into clay, and reeds used on papyrus. Today, instruments for writing include chalk, point crayon, pencils, and various types of pens. So writing is applied to a surface by adhesion of absorption. When a pencil is posed against a writing surface, pieces of graphite at the tip of the pencil cling to the paper through adhesion. The same principle applies for charcoal, chalk, and crayons. On the other hand, when ink flows from the pen onto the paper, the liquid penetrates the paper through absorption and dries quickly to prevent smearing. So pencils are typically made with graphite mixed with varying amounts of clay or other pillars. So kuan sa kanang pencils is kailangan kabalo naman tani Ang kanang graphite ang graphite lang na part sa pencil is mo na siya kanang murag sa ballpen pa mo na siya kibali ang ink bitaw. Then next is ink. Ink is the most commonly used writing material, typically used as ballpoint, liquid printing, and typewriting ink. So usually mo na siya ang mga types of ink there is. First is Inja ink, lagwood ink, iron galutinate ink, Negrosin ink, and the ink is Inja ink, a suspension of a carbon black in a binder solution, the oldest form of ink. So ang Inja ink is the oldest form of ink. Lagwood ink, the main color ingredients are hematoxylin and potassium chromate. Iron galutinate ink, composed of tannic acid, gallic acid, ferrous sulfate, and aniline-based dye, penetrates and reacts with paper fibers, and the basis for many commercial writing inks. Next is Negrosin ink, an early black dye ink made from reacting aniline and nitrobenzene, now used infrequently due to its water solubility and weathering effects. Dye ink is composed of a basic acidic or neutral organic dye, derived mainly from coal, tar, or petroleum, which are the main sources of a color in most inks. Can be readily removed from an ink mark and the colors separated by thin layer chromatography. Typewriters and printers. The development of a computer and printing technology has increased the challenge to forensic document examiners. They now face a range of problems caused by a wide variety of documents that can be produced not only by typewriters and printers but also fax machines, scanners, photocopiers. Despite the variety of mechanical devices and machines and the variety of models and printing methods available, materials left by tanners, inks, and paper may provide clues on the printing method or even identify the make and model of machine used. No matter how the document was printed, the machine will leave behind clues in the question document. It is therefore critical to evaluate an exemplar or sample of about 10 to 15 pages in order to identify the printing technology used. That's all for chapter 6.
Good day everyone. Ang report are from chapter 7 to chapter 9. So, nagsugod ta sa handwriting identification. What is handwriting? Handwriting is an acquired skill. Ang acquired skill meaning ano imong ma-learn or imong makuha through complex perpetual motor tasks sa sige kini mo balik-balik nga imong himo ma-learn ma-expert na kaani or ma-master nimo ang kana nga tahas. So the hand is extremely complex and delicate mechanism containing 27 bones controlled by more than 40 muscles. Most of the muscles are situated in the lower arm and connected to the fingers by the intricate set of tendons. So diren ta sa pagput sa handwriting identification. Ang handwriting identification is a discriminatory process that derives from the comparison of writing habits, evaluation of the significance of their dissimilarities and differences. Kining handwriting identification mo na ang proseso sa pagkumpara sa mga writing habits sa mga usa ka subject sa ilang samples o i-evaluate nila kung unsay kalahian o ilang kapareha. So the writing characteristics have two types. These are class characteristics which describe in a specific group of individuals, and the individual characteristics which sa jang idiosyncrasies of individual or ang usa ka specific writers dyan nag-focus. So the process of identifying underlying handwriting identification are the analysis or the discriminating element of the determination. The unknown item and the known item must be analysis, examination, or study by the reduced to a matter of their discriminating elements through features of characteristics and other discipline of the properties. So, ilang i-analyze ang kada sample sa known or mga unknown samples. The second procedure are the comparison. The discriminating elements of unknown observed or determined through analysis, examination, or study must be compared with known, observed, or recorded with standard items. So ilan ang i-compare kung unsay kalahian or kapareha sa sa known o unknown samples. Lastly, the third process is the evaluation or the similarities or dissimilarities in discriminating elements will have a certain value for discriminating purposes determined by their cost, independence, or likelihood of occurrence. So, lagpunta diri sa what is the handwriting system. So, handwriting system are the collection of letter formations typically created by a teacher or penman that generally contains some common features within similar letter formations. Kasagaran ni makuan sa elementary or sa kindergarten nga mga year. Ag kuan ani gipangtudlo sa mga sa unang pagkanod karon gipatudlo sa mga teachers is ang Spencerian nga gi-develop datong mid-19th century and consisted of circular motions that were necessary to keep the sharp edge still needs bits of extra tearing writing paper. So ang Spencerian nasay pagka circular motion, whereas ang Palmer developed about 1888 and although is still in use, it is in decline and being displaced by the Zener-Boster or forms of Zener-Boster. So lagpunta diri sa individual characteristics in handwriting. As considered in the discussion of learning process, individual characteristics and class characteristics are thought as unique to a specific writer. So mao po ni sa atong fingerprint na po tay kalay na dili tanan magkapareho og mga handwriting. So the factors that affecting the handwritings are the mechanical factors such as writing instrument, the quality of paper, the writing surface, the position of the writer when standing, poor lighting, and other unsatisfactory conditions. Mao ni ang mga sa ballpen, sa kalidad sa papel, kung ang papel ba rough ba or smooth, kung ang position ba sa gasuwat, gatindog ba siya, gaingkod or nabay guide sa isa pagsuwat. Time span, the children's handwriting changes dramatically upon reaching adolescence. Adults continue to gradually change their handwriting over the course of his life. The elderly handwriting skills may decline due to impaired coordination and loss of muscle control. So ang sapat aning time span sa atong stages of atong life magkabata hantod nga moabot tas adolescence, mabako atong penmanship. Hantod sa mabot tas adulthood, mo decline atong handwriting skills because sa atong mga ginabati nga mga sakit pra ng mga at sa atong gikon ni ma'am katong gipasar sa kato sa drawing sa atong mga sakit, dyslexia, dysgraphia, agraphia may ngana. Tapos health such as injuries, medication, substance abuse, physical handicap, severe stress, and long-term debilitating illness. Mo ang mga time na bali imkuan maglisod malisod man nimo mabalik sa dati ang imong sinuwatan tungod sa imong injury. So the blindness, poor eyesight can interfere with one's handwriting ability. Mental health, writing of mental ill people may deteriorate into illegibility. Mental depressions affect the handwriting but not diminish or destroy the habitual characteristics. Drugs and medication makakuan po ni sa side effects niya nga ma-distort niya ang handwriting. Ug alcohol and drug abuse, intoxicant man ni depressant makuan niya nga ma-outro ni atong handwriting tungod sa agatong gi-atake man niya ang central nervous system, ma-impair atong pagsuwat. Sa accidental strokes, aberration that can occur as a result of a transitory incident such as someone bumping of the writer's arm or grab under the table within the writing paper kana pagsuwat sa usa ka subject tapos imong sabot ijang sinuwat sa ijang kamot nga ijang gisuwatan mautro man ijang strokes nga mabukto ijang momentum na mo sami bitaw. There was a guided hand occurs with the writer gets support from another person when attempting to write. Rare and usually involves the infirm. Mao ang gitabangan pa sa usa ka tawo nga makasuwat siya or musupport siya sa pagsuwat sa usa ka tawo. Tapos ang tremor in handwriting, involuntary rhythmic and recurrent movement of the pen from side to side. Mo ang mga pagpangurog sa kamot nga maka-affect sa atong handwriting nga dili smooth isang suwat. So sa chapter 8, forensic examination of handwriting. The systematic examination of handwriting are procedures to be followed in handwriting examinations are the preliminary procedures, the initial, the detailed making, identification, and elimination. So first is the preliminary procedures. Mo niyang mag-determine kung whether the material or the standard is in good quality of sufficient isang characteristics of handwriting that can be compared. Determine if the exemplars or standard are suitable for comparison within the question materials. So make certain that all of the exemplars are genuine and can be authentic for the benefit of the court. Have enough comparable material to draw conclusions about the question documents. So the initial examination is mauna ang mag-search ng obvious signs of forgery in the question documents. Kung under scrutiny ba siya or agisang origin or identity or authenticity is questioned. So if there are no obvious signs of forgery, determine if there are any evidence of self-disguise. Disguised writing is any conscious of deliberate attempt to alter the normal characteristics of one's handwriting to prevent recognition. So kining forgery mo ni ang pag-defraud or pag naka-intend nga i-defraud ang usa ka document or any other materials. So kining disguised handwriting ka ng imong bag-uhon ang imong sinuwatan para dili ka mailhan nga ikaw ang author ana nga imong gisuwat. Tapos sa detailed explanation, imong ikumpara ang question to the known handwriting. Consider the various factors that are affected the handwriting and take into consideration all of the characteristics of the handwriting. Sa making identification, mo ni ang evaluation processes nga gilisted ang similarities and differences between questioned and known documents. Sa elimination, mo ni ang verification. To eliminate a writer, one must know of all different ways a writer can write. This requires much larger samples of known handwriting for the eliminations can be made. Sa movements, length, quality, and alignment sa ta. So, ang finger movements mo ang method of writing, which is the letters are made entirely by action of the thumb and the first to second fingers of the actual motion extended to the second, slightly to the third joints. Hand movement is the kining finger movement, kining mga kuyamon dirang gigamit first to third joints kaning dire 1 2 3 ito nga joints. Tapos ang hand movement mo ang kamot as a whole or the wrist as a center of action but is slightly action of the fingers. Ang forearm or muscular movement mo ang mga shoulder but is the movement of the hand and arm with the mao ni ang kuan kanang forearm or muscular movement mo ni dito tas eskwela sa linggo mo na to ginagamit dito nga na may naka-guide sa ato sa pagsuwat or kanang mga disc. Kanang whole arm movement mo ning atong pagsuwat sa blackboard. At kaning line quality nano na dire sa kuan. Kaning line quality mo ni isang skill sa ka writer ko nga isang sinuwatan is free flowing o kanang overall characteristics niya is smooth ba or dili. Tapos ang alignment mo ang imaginary line or imaginary baseline sa ka writer nga ma-align sa ka letter or mga words. Sa handwriting and handprinting examination mo to ganitong line quality ang spacing of word of letters mo ang average nga space nga sa usa ka author or subject nga ga-form isang sinuwatan. Sa ratio of relative width and size of the letters mo ang consistencies in the formation of letters as to height, width, and size. Kining pen lift and separations mo ang kanang kitay nagsuwat ka tapos imong ballpen gi kuan imo giundang nimo tapos gi imong gi the manner which stop the writing to form on your letters kanang hesitate ka ba kung imong ipadadyon ba or dili. Tapos kining connecting strokes mo ang pag-connect sa capital letters to lowercase kanang small letters. Beginning and ending strokes mo ang sinugdanan sa formation or numbers where the strokes end as to location. Unusual letter formation mo ang formation of usual letters such as backward ends or capital letters, etc. Shading mo ang kuan kanang pagbaga sa usa ka sa imong sinuwatan tungod sa kanang nasaya ka or sa mga imong pressure nga sa imong ink. Tapos ang kining islat mo ang paghiwi or sa left to right or straight or up or any combination of these. Baseline habits, when the writers along the straight line or writes the downward slope, kaning pag yung baseline habits kaning imong pagsuwat ba straight ba or kuan ba hiwi ba, at kaning mga flourishes on embellishment mo ning mga fancy writing habits kanang extra bitaw ning mga pinalami nga pagsuwat sa kada letters. Kaning placement of diacritics mo nang crossing of t's and dottings of i's and other punctuation marks. So, magpunta dito sa chapter chapter 9 naman talaga. Wala na discuss writing. Sa chapter 9 ba? Forensic examination of question signatures. So, what is signature? By definition, a signature is a personal mark of an individual or an symbolizes with an agreement. So, ang signature basta naka-sign ka mo na acknowledge ni nga na-agree ka sa usa ka kontrata or dili. Ang kinds of signature are conventional nga ang imong signature is mabasa pa sa highly individualized. Ang imong signature dili na mabasa ka ng imo ng trademark bali. So, panta diri sa indications of forgery sa page 134. Kining forgery is the making of false document with intent that should be used acted upon as genuine. And the purpose of the law making a false document include altering a genuine document in material part. So, ang forgery is kanang ijang i-imitate or ijang sundugon nga makaingon ka nga genuine or tinuod nga writing material or any documents ang gipresenta sa usa ka subject. So the general indications of non-genuineness may include the following. Kining blank starts and stops mao ang paghunong or pag-pause nga maka-affect sa momentum sa sinuwatan sa usa ka writer. Kung na indication ani nagpasabot nga non-genuineness ag isang kanang document at pen lift og ang hesitation ng kanang rising of lifting instrument kanang pagpan sa for example kanang ballpen i-raise niya tapos nagduha sa kung unsa pagsuk kibalag mo sundog mata sa atong pirma or mga sinuwatan kung dili pa ta swito magkuan magusot ta magduha ta para masundog nato ng perfect nato na pagsundog sa atong gisundugan. Tapos sa tremor kaning pagpangurog sa kamot nga maka-affect sa ballpen o maka-affect sa atong handwriting nga mosulta og dili smooth sa or shaking pen. Kaning speed and pressure kung usually kung genuine ang kuan ang writer ang kuan genuine ang kanang document or any writing document nga karang ang isang momentum is kanang kuan ra kanang dali ra whereas ang kanang fake murag hinay bitaw ni sa pagkuan mo kuan ni sa nga ma-imitate gazon ni o ang isa pong pressure baga po isang pressure kining patching mao ni ang pagkuan pag-fix or pag-retouch sa usa ka kanang mga namali ni sa isang iotruhon para ma-identical ang isang hinimo sa stand sa kuan genuine nga documents. So direta sa standard handwriting is generally considered ito to groupings, ang non-requested standards o ang requested standards. Ang non-requested standards mo ang white writings which were indisputably prepared by the accused, which he had no reason to think that they would be used for signature of or handwriting comparison. So ang non-requested standards, ang example ani is ang notes or diary. Ang requested standards on the other hand are those in which the subject is asked to write specific material usually through dictation or gisugo siya kung para suwato ng usa ka phrase ba na or word or letters or etc. So the methodology of forgery nata sa Methodology of forgery is one is ang number one is non-genuine signature of handwriting. Non-genuine handwriting signatures may be generally categorized into one of 9 possibilities where a determination of forgery may be possible and it is not always possible to assign to signature one of these categories. Kanang non-genuine, kanang daily pitad, kanang non-genuine, kanang fake or any of other kuan nga dili siya tinuod or para imitate ni jag himo ra kanang jag false or imitate ka ni ang usa ka signature. Sa spurious signature isang simple forgery nga ang isa ka forger waya ni jag i-attempt nga kuan mismo isundogon mismo ang signature sa ijang gipikian. Ang isa is ang without any attempt to copy a genuine model. Whereas ang sa simulation or simulated forgery, isa na mismong sundog ang isang target na pikian nga documents. Sa tracing or traced forgery are generally created by one of the 4 methods. Ang una is ang transmitted light. Ang mao ni ang simplest of the tracing to produce one of the most encountered. Ang kwan ani is ang these documents are then aligned to put genuine signature directly under the selection of located for the forgery. These 2 papers are then held up to a window or light source and the transmitted signature is traced on the receiving document. Nagamit si suga ani para ma-trace niya. Tapos sa carbon medium tracing, nagamit si carbon para ma-allow niya ang good light transmitted image. Normally, ang area to receive the signature is covered with a piece of carbon paper. Nagamit sa carbon paper para ang isang model nga signature ma-place upon o ma-align din sa isang gi-receive na image. Sa pressure indented writing, mao ni ang na similar to carbon tracing, indented line tracing is produced essentially in the same manner but does not employ any intermediate reproduction of the medium. Kanang heavier pressure is used when tracing over the model signature. Kaya balik ka ng pinalukma bitaw man ang pressure indented writing. Sa tracing paper techniques is ang alternative to the carbon paper method for applying carbon outline of the genuine signature or false document. Tracing paper is laid over the signature to be traced and an outline is created on it by running a soft pencil or pen over the lines of the signature that can be seen through the tracing paper. So nagamit sa pen nga ipalukma para makopya niya ang usa ka signature. Sa auto forgery ang kuan ni when someone pretends to forge their own signature so that they can contest the validity of the check or document. Kaning auto forgery is one signature created by oneself. However, it is a contraction of terms for a forgery must be definition and execution performed by another person. The observation must be made, then there is no such perfect auto forgery. The signature does not satisfy the requirements. Genuineness must be necessary by non-genuine. So, agpasabot yun ang auto forgery kay bali is kanang usa ka forger naghimo sa isang lahi ra sa kay pa naghimo sa pagkaduhan isa nga signature nga para katay maghimo sa document isang naghimo sa isang otro nga or naghimo sa na-create sa usa ka signature nga pag nahimo sa mo question ato nga document magka-contest siya nga dili wala siya gisundog kay isa mang na-create man siya usa ka signature nga waya ni siya nakuanan. Sa transferred or transposed forgery, mo ang innovative form of spurious signature may be encountered that can be best equated with the tracing but differs from a conventional concept of tracing because of its method of production. Most traditional ballpoint pen inks employ the ethylene glycol medium as the base of ingredient to carry the dyes, extender plus scissors and other ink components. A signature made by employing ink may be transferred to another document by using ordinary wax paper or freezer paper. By placing this form of medium over signature paper and rubbing top of the paper vigorously, the wax that is conjunction with the paper signature will melt and subsequently absorb some of the ethylene glycol based ink line. The paper now containing a mirror image of the genuine signature is placed briskly melting the wax and ink composite. Ano siya? Sa photocopy, forgery, cut and paste photography, mao ni ang kwan. When the document examiner undertakes the examination of photography, the examination must necessarily include the significant thoughts as the possibility of a genuine signature can be affixed to a fraudulent document and the composite of it paste up or copy photocopy. This may result is what would be appeared to be a photocopy of the original document bearing a genuine signature. So isang cut o paste ra ang usa ka signature o photocopy. At kaning desktop forgery mo ni ang modern forgery of modern technology. With the invention of modern computer and software scanner, document examiner have speculated and on the study of potential of machines and materials to facilitate the transfer of genuine signature from one document to another through the use of computer technology and commercially available flatbed scanners and imaging software. The forger may use computerized scissors to cut and paste individual signatures and to produce fraudulent documents. Pasabot ani is nagamit sila og mga computers para ma-copy paste or ma-cut or paste nilang usa ka ilang target nga ilang i-forge nga signatures. Kaya electronic signature is a digital signature was produced through digitalized tablet with the use of digital pen. Ang tawag aning digital pen is stylus, which is used using signing electronic documents for transactions. Pwede po nagdatong sa pag sa LTO, katong sa driver's license mo may gamit ani mo pirma man dito sa digitalized tablet using digital pen. So mao ra to sila matong tatlo na ito. Kasi